Okay, here's a look at KFC's IRONPAW and RHINOHORN, which is their version of a Masterpiece scaled steel jaw and ram horn. This is their 2.0 version, so basically an upgrade from their first release a few years ago. So first, as always, let's take a closer look at the box or the packaging design. And I forgot what this is called when you put the two images together, but I think this is a cool way to design the package. It's nothing new, but I think it's really cool, and you could see the nice artwork there. I think that's really nice. And then the back of the box, they have the bio, which you can pause and read if you're interested in reading what that has to say. The same with RHINOHORN. And then let's see, the side of the box, you could see the number CST. I don't know what that stands for. And the other side, basically the same, but the opposite. And then the top of the box, the EVA metal. I forgot what that stands for, but I guess this is the series that these come in. And then the bottom, the words, warning, and stuff. So that's a look at the box. And now, well, let's look at some of the other things that you get with here, which, yeah, these bio cards, these are really nice. I do like them. It's just my issue is I'm not going to have all of the characters in these nice bio cards. But I will point out the way they handled the design, I think it's really nice. Sorry, Fans Toys, but I think these guys did a better job on designing the bio cards. And then just to let you know, both of them, they do come in a clam shell, and they do give you a cassette holder, cassette case for each one, done in this nice transparent blue. I don't know, the transparent blue, so something's always very attractive about it, but that's a look at that. And then, as always, let's try to quickly go over the instructions here. It looks pretty simple. The transformation, I'll say that is much easier than Fans Toys. So I have to say, in terms of the engineering design, I think KFC did a little bit of better job. I think they could have done a little bit better, which I'll kind of show you and point out later. But here you could see the instructions, and you can always pause and read that if you need for reference. But that's everything that you get with these two figures. So now let's take a closer look at these figures. So, man, how do I just keep all my thoughts and comments very simple here? Just looking at it, the proportions, they do look pretty good. I mean, ram horn here I think looks pretty good, except you could see all those pins there. That's really does not look good. So I'm thinking about custom painting it in so that it's more of this red color. And the steel jaw, yeah, I do have some issues with this one, like the curve here doesn't extend out here. And the Autobot symbol is a little bit pushed forward because of that. You know, it's just the way they designed it. But anyways, you could see that both these guys, they do look pretty nice. So let's first do this. Let's compare this with the animation model so we can see how well they capture the cartoon aesthetics. And you could see, yeah, you could see what I was pointing out, like his the mane, the top part there, it's the little curves kind of cut off, but you know, it's okay for what it is. And then ram horn here, this powerful guy, you could see it looks okay, but again, I was telling you, all these pins, they're really distracting. And let me just do this just to point out the differences from their previous version, because there's something else I want to also point out. In terms of the color. So here's their first version, and you have to take note that this was the design at that time. So they were not really focusing on cartoon accuracy. They were still taking the liberty to put in their own designs here and there. One thing that they did that I didn't like, which was these wings and guns were silver when it should be gold. So I kind of custom painted that with a gold Sharpie. But you could see the big difference, at least for me, is the color. And that's one of the disappointing things about this. I mean, just you could see the color. This, there's no nice way to say it. Just has this ugly vomit green color. And it's disappointing because the promo images, they showed a nice yellow color. I don't know why they strayed away from this color, because this one looks more cartoon accurate. But anyways, that's a comparison with the previous model. And now let's take a look at RHINOHORN. Here is their first version, and some of the differences you could see. They put his horn the same color as, you know, the red that he is, instead of this gold. Remember, the design at that time, you know, they were doing their own little designs here and there, changing things. So I guess it was kind of cool from that perspective, but definitely not cartoon accurate. And the eyes, you have to zoom up here. They did make the eyes a little bit more cartoon accurate. And look at the toes. They actually gave some toes. So let's do this. Let's compare this with the animation model so we can see. Like I said, proportionally, I think this looks pretty good. So in terms of both of these, I think the RHINOHORN looks a little bit better. But anyways, that's just a look at that. And now probably one of the more important comparisons is with the fans toys. Yeah, I'm just trying to share all of my thoughts on these things. So first of all, I'll say that the fans toys, I think, let's do one at a time. I think the fans toys definitely captures the cartoon aesthetics a little bit better. I mean, even the color. This yellow orange is a little bit too dark in my opinion, but yeah, you could see how well they handled it. I think Fans Toys did a better job. And then let's take a look at the RHINOHORN. And here you could see, you don't see all those pins and stuff. So yeah, it looks much better. But in terms of the transformation, design, yeah, I think everyone already knows. There's some real challenges with transforming the Fans Toys figures, so I don't think they did a very good job designing the transformation, but the look and feel, everything is typical Fans Toys, very premium like. These, however, the KFC version, the transformation design, I'd say is designed a little bit better in terms of manipulating it. But the finish doesn't look so good. So it's kind of like a trade-off both ways for each one of these. But that's a look at the comparison. So now let's go ahead and transform these guys into their cassette mode and take a look at that. Okay, here's a look at them in their cassette mode. And don't really know what to say other than, you know, it looks like a cassette. But from the back view, this looks pretty horrible. So yeah, let's compare this with Fans Toys so we could see what Fans Toys did. First of all, Fans Toys is actually more cartoon accurate. So yeah, that's a big plus here. And the back view, you could see Fans Toys cleans up much better. And, you know, I said the transformation is a little bit easier here. Fans toys actually not that hard. It's just some tolerance issues, such as this yellow bar here, trying to get it to fold up and tuck underneath this plate here. Yeah, that's a problem that they didn't really fix. So it's just a tolerance issue there. But the transformation, and it's definitely much better than the KFC, in my opinion. And then in terms of the ram horn, again, Fans Toys, I think they did a much better job capturing the cartoon aesthetics, and more importantly, both sides, they don't look so bad. I mean, look, that just looks so terrible. But I am gonna custom paint that to try to fix it up a little bit. But yeah, in terms of the transformation, if you've seen the videos, I mean, trying to extend these hip pieces out at a 45-degree angle is a little hard because probably because of the paint saturation, but it becomes easier over time after just pushing it in and out, in and out. So transformation design on this is actually pretty good. So yeah, in terms of the transformation for these guys, I'd say they're pretty much about the same. It's just which one has a better finish. I think it's the Fans Toys. But as an alternative, I think these figures, they're not too bad. It's just little nitpicky things here, like the back view. But again, who really looks at the back? I mean, you can only really have it posed in one position. Or if you have the old KFC blaster, you can actually put him in his chest. So let me just go ahead and show you that these two figures, they actually can fit into his chest, which is really cool. But this is an older figure. These are older design styles. So yeah, you just have to take it for what it is. But yeah, these are still some pretty nice figures. That's basically all I have to say. These make nice alternatives to the Fans Toys version if you can't afford it. But altogether, yeah, I think they did a much better job improving from their first version. So yeah, other than maybe the color here doesn't look too good. But yeah, that's a look at the KFC masterpiece version of Steeljaw and Ram Horn.
It's Daniels! I'm sure of it!